Hello, hello. It's Tenchi time. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. I am a tired Tenchi. It's been a busy day. I've been at it pretty much nonstop today. Um, and it feels like there's still a lot to do. We got stream today, of course. We're going to be playing Disco Elysium, and that should be pretty fun. But beyond that, I'm also hoping to work on some emotes after stream. Maybe one or two. Just get it. I'd like to get one done, and feel like we're crawling towards that goal of eventually launching subscriptions for everyone. So, on top of everything else I've done today, I'm gonna sleep well tonight, I guess. I wanted to talk about pranking today. Y'all ever do pranks? I've done a handful of pranks with friends in the past, and I was especially mischievous in Angel High School. Where we were at, we had like senior prank day, which meant one day towards the end of the year, we would be kind of allowed and encouraged to do some sort of harmless prank. The year before us, I really liked what they did. I kind of don't think we topped them, but their idea was, let's bubble wrap the vice principal's car. Totally harmless, but definitely very annoying. To get to your car when it's all bubble wrapped. I assume you have to get like an X-Acto knife out. Angel Boy lore drop. Yeah, I've got some other pranks up my sleeve that I actually contributed to. Welcome to the stream, Stickman. I hope you're having a good day. So, yeah, the pranks that we did. So you gotta remember, our Angel High School was really small. We were like the largest class at the time, and it was only like less than 200 people. So, at least for the area, it was a really small high school. And since it was a really small high school, it was a really cramped high school, which meant nobody was getting to their classes on time. It was already pretty difficult to get from one classroom to another classroom. So our senior prank was an inverse of a prior senior prank. We taped up every single hallway and made a left and a right lane, like, when you drive. And so, we basically turned the whole campus into like our traffic domain. It was pretty silly because, it ended up making traffic better. Like, it was easier to walk. And I think I'd liked the one from 2 or 3 years prior better, where instead of trying to solve a problem, they kind of leaned into it, and all of the seniors, they lined up on every single hallway. So every single hallway was like one person thinner on the left side and the right side, which meant you couldn't get anywhere. Like, it was already terrible to try to get from one classroom to the other, but with this many people, it was impossible. But I guess I don't know. I feel like pranks are kind of difficult to come up with in a group, and they're much better when they're light, they're fast, and they're targeted. So I remember I had this whole pranking book. It was a book that taught you all these ways to harmlessly prank people, but really get under their skin. So one of my favorites is, and I would pull this on Angel Papa a lot. If you have somebody who's left their soda like unguarded, what you do is they have their cup, right? And they've got all their nice soda and ice in it, and they've got their straw. So they walk away from the table, you take a ketchup packet and you rip off the corner of it just so that the straw can like fit into it. And then you put the straw into the ketchup packet, put the ketchup packet into their soda, and reassemble their soda like nothing happened. And then, the next time they go sip, they get a mouthful of ketchup. I pulled that on Angel Papa at least once or twice. I would also salt his soda sometimes, but he wouldn't even notice, so that one wasn't that good of a prank. This isn't so much a prank, but we used to do, my friend group and I think that's considered battery. It's definitely disrespectful, at least. if that's what considered battery, I feel like I probably should be doubling down here. Like, as long as I'm going to be sent to angel prison, like, shouldn't I get away with something more interesting than just ketchup in the soda? So I also, this isn't really a prank, not really, but back in the day, my friends and I, we would do Secret Santa, and we would also do like White Elephant. If you don't know what White Elephant is, it's like you were supposed to give each other crappy gifts, but the whole point of the game, I guess, is everybody brings a cheap, not very good gift, and you're taking turns picking random boxes from under the tree. And the person, once you've selected your gift, or actually, I guess everybody but the first person gets two options. They can either take a random gift from under the table, or under the tree, I mean, or they can trade and steal someone else's gift. And then once somebody gets their gift stolen, they get the same option, except they don't get to steal back the same present. So normally, whatever you brought, it doesn't end up with whoever you were expecting it to go to. And almost everybody's bringing like really crappy novelty gifts, like desk toys or worse. I mean, I remember one time one of my friends brought this massive, like, it was like a 6 foot by 6 foot by 3 foot box. Like, it was huge. It didn't fit under the tree. And inside that box was another box that was also wrapped. And inside that box was another box. And it kept going for like 4 or 5 boxes until you get to the final box, in which it's like completely covered in tape. I mean, like layers and layers and layers of tape. So the person who had to open that, like, it took them like literally 5 minutes. And that's with a pair of scissors. And I don't even remember what the gift inside was. It might have been like a crappy little calendar or something. But that was a good one. But so mine, the one that I brought that I'm very proud of, it started a whole tradition in our friend group. I brought a picture of myself. But it wasn't just any picture. It was like a nicely done, professionally shot picture of myself. I'm well dressed in it. And I got it photo printed in black and white. It's like a nice monochrome picture of myself. And I put on lipstick. I actually had a friend give me their lipstick. I don't still have it anymore, but I was given lipstick from a friend of mine. I globbed it on and I kissed it, and then I signed it as well to my biggest fan, and I underlined my name and underlined the word biggest, and I gave it a signature. I got it framed too, so this is like a framed vanity picture of myself, and I put it under the tree, and one of my best friends gets it, and I'm like, awesome, that's gonna be a great joke. Only for my roommate to go next and then steal the portrait back. So I ended up living in an apartment for 2 years with a framed black and white picture of my own face hung up above the toilet in our bathroom. And he still has it today. I've walked into his office and it still has my face in there. And so that spawned a whole like tradition for our friend group. So the next year, I also brought another White Elephant gift. This time it was socks. It was socks with my face on them in a repeating pattern. And the year after that was, I think, an umbrella, if I'm not mistaken. And then the year after that, I did a mug with my face on it. And then the last one I did was like a blanket with my face and then alternating red hearts. My goal with all of these after the first one was just like something that possessed me. I just thought it was a funny idea. But my goal with all of the rest of them was like, I want to have something that's sort of uncomfortable or cringy to use, right? Because it has my face on it. Like, why would you want to use socks with your friend's face on it? That's kind of weird, isn't it? But I've put it on something so useful that there will come some time where all of your mugs are dirty, all of your socks need to get washed, or you forgot all of your other umbrellas. It's too cold. You need to grab a blanket. And who's there but me and my face on an object I've given you in your time of desperation. And I remember I gave one of my friends these socks with my face on them, right? and then like a year or maybe two pass, and I remember that I did this. Like I love making jokes for myself that I'll only cash in until years and years down the line. And I remember it was maybe the next white elephant or 2 years later, and I sit my friend aside and I ask her, hey, have you had to use my socks yet? You know, the ones with my face on it. And her face scrunches up in this unhappy frown. She's just recollecting, you know, you can remember, she's remembering, and she says, yes, I have had to. And that was the real joke to me. It wasn't, sure, it's a gag gift, but the fact that she had to use those socks someday, that was really the real win in my heart. But what other? Oh, I remember I had this. It was like we weren't roommates, but we were neighbors in a basically like an apartment complex when I was in Angel University. And we had an open door policy, so like everybody was friends with each other in this little corner of the apartment complex, and we would just like walk into each other's rooms all the time. It was so much fun. And everybody was paired up with one other person and had their own like suite, but pretty much everybody in that corner was like very musical. So like we all had somebody in, there was like 10 rooms, and somebody in every room played some kind of musical instrument, between violin and piano and guitar. And so we were all very, very tight. And we also had this penchant for pulling pranks on each other because, you know, we keep their doors open, so of course that's gonna happen. And there was this one guy, he and I were such good friends, and he kept, you ever hear of peace tea? It's like a really sugary, it should basically be a soda, but it's not carbonated. It's like a really sugary like tea juice drink thing. I mean, honestly, if you drink them right now, like don't even check, like it'll just make you depressed. It has like 50 grams of sugar in it or something. It's insane. But he drank these regularly, and he kept the cans for some reason. And he kept doing that throughout an entire semester. And by the end of the semester, he had, no joke, like 30 of these things. And what he would do is he would stack them on the windowsill behind the curtain. And like, you know, he would show you, like he thought it was a good gag. He'd pull the curtains back and bam, a whole wall of these cans, of these peace tea cans. And whenever you pressed him, he'd be like, oh, I'm taking a class. Like, I need these for my class. And it was just like, that's not true, dude. Like, okay, you had that excuse all semester. You definitely didn't need them anyway. But now it's been the next semester and you're still telling us that? There's no way. Now, this guy, he was also infamous for falling asleep and taking naps with the door open. So one time I noticed he had fallen asleep with the door open, and I had already like laid this plan out with my friends in this complex. I was like, okay, this friend, we should give him a name. We're gonna call him Vincent, after Vincent Valentine. His name isn't Vincent, but we're gonna call him Vincent. So I was like, okay, next time Vincent falls asleep, what we're gonna do, we're gonna sneak in there, maybe two of us. We're gonna take all of his cans, because this is the other thing. Vincent was a crazy, crazy heavy sleeper. On top of falling asleep with the door open all the time, he was just like the perfect candidate for this. Although now that I think about it, I'm mixing my stories up. This wasn't when he was asleep. It was just, he had left the door open. And so he was studying or something somewhere else in the complex. We all snuck into his room, and like three of us, we performed the most delicate operation ever of stacking all of his cans like right by the door. The goal being that he opened the door and then would like knock over all of his cans. So we managed to do this, and we get up like, I mean, the cans, they get up like waist high before we have to like jump over and outside of the room and keep stacking them from outside. Otherwise we'd knock them over. And then we had to inch them really close to the door and then close the door. And all of us are just like waiting with bated breath in our own rooms. All of us have our doors open. Nobody's like, everybody who's listening to music, we all have like one headphone or one earbud out so we can listen. And within like an hour, he comes back and it's just this massive cacophony. I mean, it keeps falling, like, oh, more cans keep falling. It takes maybe like a solid 15 seconds before the noise is over. And then, of course, everyone creeps out of their rooms and we're like, hey, Vincent, so what happened? he's just staring at his ocean of cans that have completely covered the floor of his room. And I mean, we help him out. We help him clean them afterwards. But it was one of those things that was just like, man, why was he doing that? Why keep all of those cans? There was another time, and this was the other one I was remembering. Vincent would also leave his door open, right? So he would fall asleep with his door open, and he was a heavy sleeper. So one time I snuck in with I think it was my roommate at the time. It might have even been Pyro. So I snuck in there with Pyro, and we just start stacking stuff on Vincent. Like he's dead asleep. Like we start grabbing like textbooks from his desk. We start grabbing his like computer, knickknacks off of his shelf. We just grab them and we start putting them on top of him. And I mean, I guess I never got to see the fruition of that. I wasn't there when he woke up, but I have to imagine that waking up and then suddenly you're in your bed covered in every single object in your room that wasn't nailed down. It was a good one. Yeah, I just like pranks. I don't know. It's harmless, you know. You're not really hurting anybody, but it's a good time. Yeah, we had a lot of shenanigans, I think, both in university and in Angel High School. I remember I would like flirt with girls over email because like not everybody had phones, and so but everybody had an assigned like Angel High School laptop, and we had an assigned Angel High School email. So it was really, really easy to just like DM each other through our email system. And so I would flirt with girls like that, and I would tell them. I remember watching like Doctor Who for one girl, and I would like update her on my thoughts on the TV show. And like I watched like I think all of Doctor Nine, the Ninth Doctor, and all of the 10th Doctor's stuff. And we got pretty goofy at that school too. Like we would dress up a lot. I had this like Latin class, right? Which is, as you probably know, that's like the dead language that the Romans spoke. And the best part about Latin class was that once a semester, towards the end of the semester, we would get to dress up in togas. We would have a toga day, and everybody would dress in bed sheets, and we'd bring snacks and basically just goof off all day. And I mean, you'd be goofing off in all of your classes because you're dressed in a toga, and you know, I mean, half the class is dressed in togas, so how seriously could you take it, you know? Except that I was hardcore, you know. I really liked I still do. I really like Roman history, and I like Latin. So Angel Mama and she helped me to sew like a big purple sash, because I'm not sure if you know, but back in like ancient Roman history, like purple was associated as this like color of royalty because it was super expensive to produce. So only the emperors and like the absolute highest echelon could wear it. Hey Leaf Beef, good to see you in my chat. Hope you're having a good day. We're chatting about I guess Angel High School and being tricksters. And in this case, something we had called Toga Day, because we did a Latin class. And so Angel Mama and I, we sewed together this like long strip of like, I guess it was sort of like velvet or like satin. I'm not sure, but it was purple. So on top of like wearing the bed sheet, I also wore this like massive purple sash because I'm like, yeah, I'm the fucking emperor. That's right. And I spray painted this like laurel, what do they call it? A wreath or like the crowns that the emperors would wear. I spray painted that gold and wore it around school as well. You better believe it was my favorite day of the year. Yeah, that Latin teacher was one of my favorites because the guy was so goofy. We also like had potlucks too, and some of the kids in class were so good at cooking I remember, I mean, I would just bring in like chips and cups and soda and stuff. I wasn't really gonna sign myself up for more than that. But there was this one guy who he cooked. I think his family owned a restaurant, so he liked to cook a lot. And he would bring in taquitos, like chicken taquitos that he made himself. Every single year, I looked forward to that. Like, that guy was so good at them. And I actually don't think I've even had chicken taquitos since. But like, oh, the desire. Oh man, it was. I just like having potlucks. I haven't really had one of those with friends in a while, but sharing food, I think, makes it so much better, don't you think? I remember one time we were doing a grill out with a friend of, well, several friends of mine. But it was with a couple folks that have been on stream, Wormy and Pyro. We were in charge of like grilling everything and getting the fire started. And I mean, we're all like, I'm not gonna tell you what Wormy went to worm school for, or Pyro to I guess lizard school, but we're smart cookies, okay? That's all I'll tell you. And the fact that all of us were like ready to do this, and we were gonna get all the food ready, and then once we had gathered all the elements, right? We had the grill in front of us, we had the charcoal, we had a bunch of aluminum foil and starter and matchsticks and everything, and we just all look at each other simultaneously, and we're like, so has anyone here actually like started a grill before? And all of us are like blinking, and we're like, wait, no, not really. And this was supposed to be like a really I don't know. It was like a celebratory like potluck, like, oh, we're done. Everyone's finished worm school in their respective schools. And but so we end up dividing and conquering, right? Like Pyro takes one part of the grill and he sets up the charcoal, and Wormy they end up, I think they look up a bunch of different ways to arrange the charcoal or something, and we end up getting a fire. And by the end of the day, gosh darn it, we all had hot dogs and brats and stuff, so it worked out okay. It was one of those, like, how did we not have a plan? How had none of us done this yet? It was very humbling, I guess, in that way too. But it's so nice. Potlucks are really the best. You get to see what everybody's good at cooking at too, you know? I know that Pyro has gotten really good at cooking, and he's really good at baking, but in my heart, the only thing I'm ever gonna want from him is he makes these like Oreo truffles, where you like crush up a bunch of Oreos, mix them with cream cheese, and then you cover them in white chocolate. Holy cow, this guy, he would make them all the time when we were at that complex together, when we lived together. When he was my roommate, he would make it like once a month. It was so good. I feel like it's good for sharing culture too. Yeah, that's so true. I happen to have a lot of Colombian food I really like to show people when we go out. Actually, where Pyro lives, I visited a ton of times with my angel mama and angel papa, like even when I was really little. And we would go by this bakery all the time because it was like the only place you could get Colombian baked goods. And I mean, I'd gone probably, I don't know, 20 times before meeting Pyro. And as it turns out, the guy, he lived just down the road. And now every time he visits me, he has to stop by the bakery and get me some stuff because he's just that good of a friend. But it's the best. It really is, sharing. And I feel like it's so easy to try stuff when other people like bring it to the table, you know? You don't have to like commit to making it yourself or buying it. Like somebody else has brought their favorite dish and now you get to try something new. Like Wormy really likes potatoes au gratin. I think that's how it's pronounced. And I wouldn't ever have tried that if it weren't for Wormy. Do you have a favorite Colombian dessert? Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Let me think about that. I normally really like Colombian street food and baked goods more than anything, but dessert? There's gotta be something. Arroz con leche is pretty good. I mean, that's a classic, but I actually personally don't like it that much. I have a recipe book on my shelf. I could go take a look at it, honestly, to remind myself of some. Here, let me think about it for a sec. I'm normally in for the greasy fried stuff more than anything. Okay, this is really good. because you can. It's like a dessert, but you can kind of do it on anything. It's called arequipe, and it's basically just like a caramel spread. It's like a caramel spread or sauce, and you can put it on crackers. You could put it on bread. I mean, you could put it on people. Some people eat it straight. Like Angel Mama eats that straight with like a block of cheese. So that's really, really good. It's sort of like Nutella, but different because Nutella's kind of chocolatey. I guess it's somewhere in between the texture of like Nutella and honey, but the flavor is like caramel, but not as sweet, I guess. So those are really, really good. Or a favorite street food too. Yeah. Okay. All right. If you got to talk about just like the best Colombian food in general, it's flan is really good too. My mom, my Angel Mama really likes flan. But the best Colombian food overall, like if you could only sit down and eat one thing, I'm still gonna give you two options. Here we'll look it up actually. It's better to have a visual, isn't it? Because then you're gonna start salivating. Okay, let me hop over. So the best, okay, like my personal go-to is arepas con todo. So arepas are a type of flatbread. It looks like you might already know it. It would go really good on arepas. Yeah. They, tons of folks go for that. Yeah, my mom really likes it like that with cheese. So arepas con todo, they're a flatbread. You made them before. Wow, that's cool. They're tricky. They're tricky to make, I think, because I mean, you could do it in a pan, but you're just not gonna get the right like grilled texture, which you're supposed to do, you know. But whenever I show Angel, whenever my mama wants to, what am I trying to say? When I make them, Angel Mama criticizes mine because I do them in a regular old cast iron, even though I have all the little grill. Like you're supposed to do it on a. Let me see. Like it's called a parrilla. It's a type of grill. Yeah, here you go. So you're supposed to do them on these very particular kind of grills, because otherwise you don't get the right texture. But I don't know, I'm lazy, and it gets really tricky because there's a bunch of cheese in the dough of the arepa, so they get stuck. Pan's just a lot easier. But so arepas con todo, you can get this pretty much anywhere, and con todo just means with everything. But so I really like to get them with pork belly or chicken, shredded chicken, and then a bunch of salsa rosada, which is that just means literally like pink sauce, but it's like ketchup and mayonnaise. Oh my god, it's the best. I guess it's not dissimilar from like a burger, but it has so much more protein. Oh, and if you're really doing it, you gotta put queso fresco in it. You gotta put cheese, crumbled up. It's almost like feta cheese, but it's saltier. Oh, so good. And it's really difficult to find outside of Colombia, I find. But so that's one of my favorites. The other one, this is like actually like if you have like a group of friends, if you have a bunch of people to try something with, it's called la bandeja paisa. So paisa is like a word that means it's like a word that you would use to describe a person. It's like a region, but it's also kind of means like dude. It also kind of means like farmer as well. So la bandeja paisa has just basically everything. I mean, this is like you haven't eaten in like 2 days, like, and so you're gonna sit down and eat this. So it's got a heaping helping of just white rice, a little arepa. Normally these ones don't have cheese in them, so they're a little simpler. There is normally blood sausage as well as a regular just salchicha, just a regular sausage. This one looks like it has maybe, I can't tell, those might be frijoles, they might be beans, like red beans. Avocado, a lot of maduro, that's what you call it? That's plantain, but it's like sweet plantain. You fried it so that it caramelizes. This stuff is just like delicious. Sweet plantains, it's candy. It's incredible. It looks like a big slice of pork belly, chicharrón, an egg maybe in this version. But and then also some carne molida. Carne molida, that just means like ground meat, but in this case you actually take like a steak, you cook it well done, and then you shred it. Sometimes you call it. Sometimes it's also called carne en polvo, which means like meat dust. It doesn't make much sense because like I know that most folks really like a rare piece of meat that's nice and juicy and has like this like really let's say almost like a melt in your mouth texture. Carne en polvo, instead it's like very dry, but like it's very easy to mix with anything. Like I would really like to take just like a pile of this stuff and then mix it with my rice, and it's delicious. That looks like the world's best and most filling breakfast. Oh my god. Yeah, you will like you have to sign up with this for like a friend or maybe two. It's really better as like a little platter where everybody's like taking a little bite of everything, as opposed to trying to take this on your own, because you're gonna end up like absolutely bloated. But it's really tasty. Thank you for asking. What sorts of food do you like to eat outside of I mean, it sounds like you must try a lot of things. So the other thing I wanted to show is there's another tostones. So they're called all sorts of things in different places. I know them like tostadas, but lots of you've worked in a lot of kitchens, so there's many. Oh, that's really cool. You must have a lot of experience, huh? Do you have like what's like the last thing you learned to cook? I think the last thing I learned to cook, Sil was on stream like last week. Sil likes to come over to my place and then ask me to make hard things. So I think the last thing I learned to make with someone else was I learned to make butter chicken like a couple, man, that might have been a year ago now that I think about it. We made butter chicken and aloo gobi, which is like a veggie, it's like a veggie side dish. It's Southeast Indian veggie side dish, I think. The aloo gobi was so. I think mostly because I don't like cauliflower that much, and I also think I didn't give it as much love, but the butter chicken was unbelievable. I think the last thing I learned on my own was, what's it called? Beef bourguignon. I'd realized I'd never made it, and if you look at a picture of beef bourguignon, I mean, the colors on this thing. I mean, it's sort of silly too, because it's just a simple little stew at the end of the day, but the colors. Oh, look at this. Don't you want to like dive in and swim in there? Open your mouth. Recently, I learned how to make a really good salmon spread on fry bread. It's an indigenous Canadian dish from some. Wow, I don't know how to pronounce that. I guess I'll give it a go. Snoonyemu? Friends of mine? Wow, that's really cool. That sounds delicious. Fish is on my list of things to try to cook. Because I don't try fish often, but I know that I would like it if I did, especially if I started cooking it. Most of the fish that I try is like sushi, but fish is really, really good. It's so good for you too. What was the other thing I wanted to show you? Something else Colombian. Tostones, right? So you take a plantain, snunemo, probably the best way to spell it phonetically. Snunemo. Cool. Is this like a group of folks? Is this like an indigenous group of folks then you said? Wait, that's the phonetic pronunciation or spelling. Snunemu. Wow. That's so cool. British Columbia. It's so good that stuff hasn't gotten totally lost, because I know it's really easy for culture to sort of evaporate little by little when you get a lot of immigration, and it's something that I care a lot about. Being from heaven and all, I want to make sure that Earth gets some heaven stuff too, I guess. But so tostones, you take a plantain, you cut them into like cylinders. You cut them into like these nice even cylinders, and then you fry it on either side. The first fry is just to kind of cook it, and then you squash it really, really thin. That's why you get like these squashed out looks, or I guess that's why they look all squashed out. But there's this restaurant in Colombia. I haven't been in a long time, but there's this restaurant where they take like 2 or 3 of these and they flatten them out into like this massive, like huge plate of just solid, very thinly fried plantain, and then they serve you like lots of little cups of like beans and rice and shredded meat and shredded pork, and oh my gosh, You like break off little bits of the tostone, and then you dip them into the different little bowls, and it's incredible. It really is. They look so good. They are, and they're pretty easy to do. This one's actually quite replicatable, especially because like plantains are kind of everywhere. All you really have to do, the pain in the ass is the frying. I mean, anything that you have to fry is a lot of effort, but they end up very, very good. I could rant about Colombian food for forever. One of the ones that I make all the time is arroz con pollo. This one is a dish that has versions across lots of different Hispanic cultures, but Colombian arroz con pollo is my favorite. You make a sofrito, which in this case it's going to be tomato and red pepper and onion. You basically caramelize them. Then you combine it with white rice, veggies, shredded chicken, and of all things, ketchup. Like the whole reason this has like this nice color is because of the sofrito and a bunch of ketchup. Yeah, it's really, really good, and it's sweet because of the ketchup. So it ends up being absolutely delicious. This is one. I mean, the tough thing though is I make the stuff and then I get discouraged because it's just never going to be as good as Angel Mama's, you know. But yeah, we could sit and talk about this for hours, I think. I think it's probably time for us to talk about the schedule, though. I'm going to talk about the schedule for this week, and then we're going to go Disco Elysium. That's what we're going to do. Even though now I'm all hungry. Here we go. Ba-bam. Schedule. So today, that's Disco Elysium. Sorry for making you hungry. No, it's okay. It's great. I think this is good. I actually just had I just had dinner anyway. It wasn't nearly as tasty as all the things that we saw, but it was still very delicious. Just some rice and really thinly sliced chicken, some broccoli, an egg in there for good measure. Lots of protein, you know. Anyway, disco today. Tomorrow, I'm chilling. I'm gone. Goodbye. Wednesday, we're going to be doing Final Fantasy 15 as usual. I don't think we have anything in particular we're doing. We met Iris last time, and I guess the game is forcing me to advance the story before I can keep upgrading my car. So we're going to keep advancing the story until I can continue to upgrade my car, which is my real quest. Thursday, we're doing Ultra Kill. So on the DL, on the side, I've been playing a lot of Ultra Kill since Fenkire bought it for stream. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and we are going to be playing some more of it on Thursday. I guess I did this thing called P ranking, which means you get S across the board on all of your scores. I did that for a bunch of levels, so we've unlocked a secret boss. We're gonna start the stream by fighting that secret boss called Minos, and then we're gonna move on to continuing the story in Act 2. And then I'm chilling on Friday. I hope y'all have a nice Friday. Saturday, we're gonna do some kind of collaboration with Tyler is Senpai. It's been a while since I've streamed with the guy, so I wanted to have him on. I don't think we figured out what we're doing yet. Some ideas we've thrown around include keep talking and nobody explodes. I think we threw around doing peak again, but I'm pretty sure he and I are both peaked out. We got a lot of ideas, but that one should be fun. He's always cool to chat with. So yeah, that's the schedule for the week. And now let's go play disco. Okay, gotta turn on the there we go. Can y'all hear that okay? I hope you can catch some more streams too. I hope I can catch some more of your streams too. I haven't been able to see the last couple. I hope Doopy is doing well in Skyrim. Yeah, y'all aren't getting audio. Give me just a tick while we see if we can do something about that. Here we go. We can't have you not having audio, especially when the voice acting is like half the reason to play this game. As I recall, last thing we did was find out that we drunk drove this car and crashed it. So we're kind of on a downswing. But, you know, Kim was pretty chill about it, so I guess it could be worse. Oh, let me change the stream topic as well. We're no longer chatting. Disco baby. So I think what I want to do is just kind of explore. Pour one out for the cop mobile. It looked like it was a pretty cool car too. It's too bad it really is. Oh, well, hey, I left my badge in there. I guess that's nice that I have that now. Wow, and a jacket with all upside. That's pretty good. Although, I mean, this one gives us shivers. I think I like the shivers more, at least for now. Maybe it'll be relevant later. We should probably show our boss the badge later. I'm sure he will be very pleased to find out we were able to find it in the wreckage of our vehicle. What could this teach us? Oh, he looks so young and not alcoholic. Thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf of paper with the officer's name and rank on it. Next to the writing, you see a man stare back at you. A younger version of you, already disintegrating inside, but still presentable on the outside. You know, I'm also really curious to find out what the hell's going on with, like, I get the sense there must have been, like, a tragic relationship in our past, because we were reading one of those books, and the name Dolores Day kept coming up, and we kept being, like, all torn up about it, and I wonder if already disintegrating inside means we were already on a downswing with that.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge.
At least something good came out of all this.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West.
Oh.
You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and in the lower right corner, your precinct.
I guess we could start just looking at the photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-gray eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. Good choice. A newer photo would look different.
My mouth is shut, but I'm excited for you to find out all about it. Oh, good. I'm very excited. Wormy was like ranting about this game like for like a year solid. This was like Wormy's game of choice until, I guess, basically until Baldur's Gate 3 came out. And they have, like, I want to say at least 30 hours in this game, if not maybe like in at least it might have even crossed 100. So like they know everything, and I don't know much in terms of like what happens or any of the lore stuff, but I do know if Wormy likes it and if you like it, then it must get really good. How old is this picture?
Maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
I also notice his face isn't stuck in a terrifying grimace the way that ours is.
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression.
Oh.
Although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now.
Oh, I guess his face is contorted in the exact same grimace.
It looks better on him because he isn't in as much pain while producing it as you are now. Although there's already a hint of that pain, certainly.
Man, what the hell happened to Harry?
Don't be fooled. The bad times have already begun. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light.
It is kind of a mood though, like
on it.
If you've ever had to go look at one of your old licenses or old your old pieces of identification, whatever. You look at that picture and I feel like the only thing I ever think is like, man, that guy had no idea what he had coming, you know? Not in a bad way necessarily. It's just the like, there's always, you know, hindsight's 2020, I guess.
Harrier. That's long for Harry.
Long
You
for
are
Harry.
Harry. Everhart was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Well, that's a good point. That means that since... Wait, okay. that slime ball, the guy that runs the Everart, I guess, yeah, he's mentioning Everart. Since Everart doesn't know our full name, then he probably doesn't have any real, actual, official documentation on us, right? Or, I mean, I guess that doesn't. Maybe I've filled out my name as Harry on official documentation. Who knows? Strange. It doesn't say Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Not strange at all. Your name is Harrier Dubois, like it says on your police badge.
Harrier Dubois it is.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
Oh, Kim, you're so
He's
funny.
not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not.
I hadn't clocked that. I guess that's a fun tell.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Okay, what's this rank thing about?
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
Double Gifrater?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
Oh. And what does the W freighter mean?
The title
Kim?
of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a
Oh.
higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus your W Freighter.
Oh. Declined.
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's decomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
Huh.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
What's a decomptage?
Decomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol Citizens Militia. It means counting down to twos. The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kinks.
Could you imagine getting pulled over by a teenager? That sounds hard. I used to be, you don't want to be a teenager in a position of authority. I used to do, like, what is it called? Like refereeing for like soccer. And I was a very young angel at the time. And let me tell you, handling angry people when you're like half their height and half a quarter of their age, it's scary. Why would you do this to a teenager? What's your few kinks, man? I didn't think we'd get to talking about this, Kim, already, but well, if you're comfortable.
Kinks like satellite officers and the additional freighter rank I already explained.
The long and
Satellite
short of
officer.
it is, you're his superior.
Superior twice-fold. But, you know, that's just a piece of paper, man. Satellite officers.
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
You've been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior? I don't think there's any reason to put either of these two weird vibes out to Kim. Like, let's just let him be a nice guy. Thanks for explaining all of this,
My
Kim.
pleasure.
Let's keep looking at
Such a
this thing.
small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads.
Like a fly in amber. It's okay. So I've been reading recently. I've been reading Michael Scott's The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel. And I've also been reading a book. In Spanish, it's called Cien Años de Soledad. In English, it's called 100 Years of Solitude. It's written by Gabriel Marca. I should really know this guy's name. He won like a Pulitzer Prize or a Nobel Peace Prize or something for writing this book. 100 Years of Solitude. Gabriel Garcia Marquez. He's actually a Colombian author. It was back in the 60s that he wrote this. What did it win? It won something very cool and prestigious. Well, nonetheless, Gabriel Garcia Marquez is a award-winning author, and he says a lot of gorgeous things in the language. I'm not going to clown on Michael Scott, but let me just say the guy repeats a lot of the same phrases over and over again. And all I'm trying to say is this game is beautifully written. It's incredible. what you can do with a language. The images you can evoke when you're trying. Always on team be nice to Kim. So true. Honestly, the hardest part of the beginning of this game was like trying to make choices that didn't seem like they were gonna upset him, especially because he kept going like, "Hey man, can we get back to the case?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's right, dude, but like the only person I haven't interacted with is this 8-year-old." And I'm just not sure how that relates to the case, but I can't do anything else.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
There's always just pointless numbers and stuff in there. Date of issue.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted
Oh.
to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter.
Yeah, I guess so. And I'm gonna guess that, yeah, you didn't go for a new photo, huh?
A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
Well enough.
The pain in your chest tells you you were working yourself to death to earn that rank.
But why? I guess I still cared.
It's created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going.
Ugh.
A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you, of that you are sure.
Hey Tyler Senpai, thanks for stopping by. And thanks for lurking. I hope you enjoy doing things. Hey Fenkire, hello. We're playing some Disco Elysium and chatting about I think we were talking about books. But before that we were talking about food. Colombian food specifically.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st is... it's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
Fun fact, V1 stores its weapons in his wings. I put chips and snacks and Cheez-Its in mine, but they normally fall out, so you can't really put much in there. Maybe a handful of pretzels at a time.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again,
Tough.
But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiayeva.
Yeah. What a cool name. Built-in snack holder. You gotta have those. I'm like always leaving a thin trail of Cheez-It dust wherever I go.
and you? Is it an honor to work with you? Don't ask him. Ask yourself.
No, I'm pretty sure it's like working with a big drunk toddler. I don't think it's much of an honor at all. What are y'all's favorite snacks? Because mine have pretty much always been Cheez-Its. Except for when they released the big Cheez-Its like last year. And now it's big Cheez-Its.
The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it.
I guess I'll put this away. Okay, well, we have our badge now. Let's see what else is on this side of the bridge. I think we were looking for somebody. It's only shown in the image of the Steam page where you see the gun silhouettes of the weapons. Did I write that correctly or not? I mean, I think I understood what you said. You're saying that V1's guns are visible in their silhouette on Steam, but nowhere else. That's pretty cool. There's big Cheez-Its. Yeah, there are. Although, I don't know. Sometimes they seem stocked and sometimes they don't. But I swear they taste better than regular Cheez-Its. I don't know if it's just the surface area or like the more salt or something. I can't go back anymore. Cash. We can use this to pay for rent. You gotta go. You almost beat rooms, but you got to 977 and died. So, okay, you have to go and open 1,000 doors, you said. Do you have to open them in one life? Or just total? Like, you have as many lives as it takes. But anyway, good luck. One life? Jeez, dude. How do you keep finding all these, like, incredibly difficult games? Good luck. And thanks for stopping by. Yeah, the big Cheez-Its are really good. Yeah, look, you're getting some luck from Leaf Beat. It's really popular in Roblox. Whoa. I wonder if there are folks streaming it. I've never booted up Roblox or downloaded it or anything. You know, my friends, Wormy and I, we have like, Finch, you live under a rock. I mean, maybe. It's like a TF2 themed rock. I only learned stuff about TF2, and there's nothing new to be learned in like the last decade. Yeah, so Wormy and I were like obsessed with weird snacks and weird food. So like we meet up once a week and we have dinner, and we normally also bring like a weird snack. Let me show you the last thing they showed me. And this is like almost a controversial candy, I feel like. It's called Peelers. Wormy's always, I mean, okay, the both of us are always bringing a bunch of silly stuff, but this is a candy. I don't know if it's like obvious enough what the idea is here, but it's like a double layered gummy, and you're supposed to use your hands and your nails and pull the candy apart, and then you have like the candy peel and a candy gummy on the inside. It's just, it's nuts. Why would people make this? What in the hell? Exactly. I mean, it's a gum. I made Wormy really mad because I just started like eating them. Instead of peeling them, I would just like pop them in my mouth. I'm like, this is way too much work, and now my hands are all sticky. Forget this. I'm just gonna pop this in my mouth and eat it. I mentioned because the Cheez-Its reminded me that earlier this year we were at another friend's house, Wormy and I, and we were having like a Cheez-Its themed night. We made cheese curry. So it was like regular Japanese curry, but we put a bunch of cheddar cheese in it to melt in it. And then we also crumbled Cheez-Its on top. And then we made chicken katsu with Cheez-It dust and Cheez-It crumbs. Also, I mean, it was basically just katsu, but it had Cheez-Its in it. And then we made Cheez-It milkshakes, which was probably the worst mistake. That one was pretty, I mean, it was almost frankly gross. It was just a milkshake, but there was a bunch of crunched up Cheez-Its at the bottom of the milkshake. I don't know what possessed us, but I guess I'm Cheez-It obsessed, so is Wormy, and most of her friends are, I guess. Your lactose intolerance would kill you. Hey Schmerich, hi femboys to kiss here. I think this game has a distinct lack of femboys, but I'm sure you could stuff either one of these two boys, men really. I'm sure you could stuff either one of these folks into like a maid outfit if you wanted to. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta do silly themed nights with your friends. Like one time, I think it was like 2 years ago, I made Syl and Wormy come over because they were doing like the first HoloLive concert, I think. Like the first one that you could get virtual tickets for. And so I made us all shark-themed snacks because Gura Gura is my favorite. You're out for real this time? Okay, goodbye, Fankire. Thanks for hanging out. So we had like these like we had like these drinks that were blue, and then you also had like a light layer of Calpico on top to give it like a seafoam look, and I put gummy sharks in them too. I think I also bought I bought this this beer called Land Shark, which was also pretty neat. I think besides that, I just made katsu curry and rice, but it was good. You gotta have theme nights. It's so good. Oh, boots. Persuasion boots. Are we wearing boots? We have shoes. Tacky shoes. They improve your perception. I think I'll keep the composure, though. What's up, man? I like your jacket.
Officer.
Oh, you're a lady. Wow. I really... Whoa. Fish hooks as earrings? This chick is awesome. A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword and scabbard hangs from her hip. What the hell? She's actually dressed like a Final Fantasy character. Between the raincoat like barely on her shoulders and holding a sword?
Anything I can help you with?
She's so fucking cool. I can already tell. Look at her. That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Elysible.
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
Why are you so cool?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker.
Oh,
I think
that's
I have
rad.
time for questions, and that was actually the second one.
Oh, yeah, you've got a point. That was my second question.
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Yeah, okay. It seems like a good enough idea, suggestion. Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
Whoa. Do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
Whenever I go to cons, I get tempted. I get tempted by the swords. It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Damn, girl. Holy fuck. School of Hard Knocks. Can I borrow that sword?
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. You would put me in an early grave.
Oh man, I'm not trying to confiscate anything. I just think it's a cool sword.
Is she flirting with you? A little? You think she might be?
A little. See, I don't know whether to trust this guy or not. So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Whoa. Wait, why? If they're thick-headed.
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
What the hell, dude? Why are you so rad? Her expression doesn't change. It's hard to say if it's a joke. Bro. Raw as fuck. Totally true.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Yeah, it seems... Perhaps she bled him dry. Or he's just gone. He got tired of bleeding.
Gone.
Oh. He disappeared? Sounds like a missing persons case. Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Bro. Why are you like... She's radiating main character energy. I feel like that keeps happening in this game too, by the way. Like, I think Kim could be a main character of his own thing. The Manana, that guy could be a main character in his own thing. Lillian, definitely. Oh. I guess I'll wait for her.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. A bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
Damn, girl. Sorry.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you
Whoa.
are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Hey, if you're into drunks with sinewy muscles, I might know somebody who's your type.
She really likes those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinew. A lot of these are kind of lame. I don't know if I would say any of these. 1 and 2 are too lame, but 3 and 4 both feel very hammy. Which is the hottest? I guess this is hotter than 4. We're gonna go with 3.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on.
Wow.
Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
And she has kids. Wow.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Wow. I'll also point out I'm a living drunk, which does help. Kim's presence makes this awkward. I don't know a good spot to date. Okay, let's go look around the place later, and we'll ask her out sometime. What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
What else?
I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic Insular Indian cuisine.
Wow. Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Yeah. I feel like I have to spend at least one afternoon with one of those big magnets on the beach and see what I can pull. I don't know. I think it'd be neat. Just like once. You that's the thing, like, you don't really need to get into every hobby, but you should have a friend that is into one of every hobby. And then you can borrow their metal detector.
This is what is
boat.
called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
Thanks, suggestion. Walking on the beach sounds quite romantic.
Oh, very. Finding pieces of glass, bits of wood. Every once in a while we get dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
Ooh, that's explosive. And
What
cool.
else? Bottles, drugs also, lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass. Very romantic.
I mean, it just depends on your taste is all.
Mines. Mines. You need mines.
What are you talking about? That doesn't sound like flirting. That sounds like actually trying to find a mine, and I'm not interested in that. Your life sucks. How come you don't have a better one? That's what it feels like what this would be choosing. He's flirting, all right. Flirting with death. Yeah, I guess she does have a sword. Maybe it's best to just like, good point.
Yeah. That's what I tell myself every morning.
Wow. So this is one of the people that Everett needs a signature from. I get the sense that getting her signature, she would not be very happy about that. I take it that's your skiff?
Sure is. The sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days?
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
It's like a battle of who can be more sardonic. And Kim is really tough to beat.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
Oh.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the rain streaming down the yellow belly of the boat.
When do you think the boat will be ready?
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
Waves wash the sand. A skiff moves across the mirror-smooth sea. Far away from here. A lone passenger. A fast sloop in the distance. White
Wow.
sails.
I'm looking for somebody. Maybe you can help?
Let's see. Who
I'm
are you
looking-
looking for?
I'm looking for a missing cryptozoologist.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
I don't want to be all that condescending. People who look for animals who are hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? I haven't heard of those.
Two old guys have been wandering around here, nosing sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Where did they go?
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
Well, that's it. I'm not looking for anybody else right
Well,
now.
how can I assist you then, officer?
Crap. I don't want her to sign this, because I like her a lot more than I like Everard. But at the same time, Everard might be able to help us get to the bottom of this murder. What's in here? Cash. It's a little old lady. Bundled up in the rain. The washerwoman. Three bags full. What's the name of that melody?
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Oh. I guess I'll lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Why is it that Harry is just always... He is not a moderate, Harry. He's just willing to say the most unhinged shit, and he doesn't know that he's such a parody of himself. What he said, we're cops. We don't cause trouble, we take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
I've been here before? Or do you mean cops?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM.
Ah.
Some of the men got into a fight.
Oh,
One
shit.
of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
Well, now I wonder who it was.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
What kind of an ill omen are we talking about here?
The usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
Standard evil omen.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
I'm considered an ill omen. Why hasn't anyone told me that? Yeah, of course, the Black Hound. Yeah. I see them in my nightmares and dreams.
Maybe they are afraid.
Oh, shit.
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built.
Y'all are welcoming.
I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor car. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others.
Well, the parking situation won't really be much of a problem. I was able to find a spot.
Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
What's in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place.
A non-place.
A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east. But they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
I met Lillian already.
Lillian is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least.
She does seem
If
tough.
it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left.
Oh, come on. You're a firecracker, lady. Maybe we can flirt with her. I haven't seen any drunks yet, though. Oh, she's gonna obliterate me.
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
There's got to be something here. Tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
The pork.
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them, an overgrown park.
The pox. What is that? Is it an illness? Can I catch it?
An old military hospital
Oh.
and its surroundings. Or it
Urban
used to
exploration.
be during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for
not
shell
abandoned.
shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens.
I wonder if anybody there will recognize me.
Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see.
And the hospital? What happened to that?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Tough.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
Who would go to church here? I wouldn't even crash my car in this crappy town.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
It feels like Revachol is just like the shittiest place on earth. And they keep finding new lows. It's incredible.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
Okay. What else is on down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Wait, is it apartments or an electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
I like her accent. I should change this setting of mine. I have like dark mode settings so that my computer gets all yellow once it's too dark or once it's too late. But then I can't see anything. The voice acting in this game is phenomenal. It super is. I feel like it's half the reason to play, you know? I think the voice I can't get out of my head the most is the lizard brain guy. The one that shows up in your dreams sometimes. And the one that starts the game off. Because his voice is so grumbly, you know? But everybody does a phenomenal job. It's incredible. Best book I've ever played, for real. Yeah, seriously. This is a game that I think you could like put in front of people and say, yeah, video games are art, and here's why. It's just that level, you know? Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
Who'd want to come to a fish market here when you could just buy stuff from Lillian?
No one. That's why it's closed. It was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else.
There's got to be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, You can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End.
Yeah, don't I look like a great... Don't I just look like an investor? Investor's uniform right here with the bright green Joker shoes.
Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible.
Huh.
And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here? What's your name?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
Wow.
Now it's your turn, Mr.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. No. We're Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
Yeah, I only just learned about them maybe 15 minutes ago.
She's got a couple of ranks herself. Honored chief and so on.
Oh, I need her signature too. She must have some amount of actual authority here. Man, I don't want to give Everett what he wants. That guy's such a slime ball. Oh, those are Lillian's kids. What's in here? You're also a kid.
Hello, mister.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a TV show or something with like a French little girl and she was decked out in yellow. We gotta look this up. I bet if I just look up TV show yellow French girl. Yellow French girl. Madeline. Yeah, look, it's her. It's Madeline. I don't know why. I don't know what of this show I remember, but I just remember it. Yeah, you got it. You got it on the money, Melodraca. Madeline. I don't know what. I couldn't remember the last time I saw this show, but she just between the yellow of the background and her shirt and her cute little face.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
What's that thing you're holding?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
You know, if I had a nickel for every time I consumed a piece of fictional media within the last 2 weeks that featured a little stuffed animal named Lammy, I'd have 2 nickels. Exactly. Because I was watching an episode of Dr. House the other day that also had a Lammy. Just odd, I guess. Well, pleased to meet you, Lammy.
Lammy usually doesn't like strangers. But you're also fuzzy, like Lammy.
Are you Lillian's daughter?
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom?
Deep cut house lore. Oh yeah. It was like it was the episode that he got stuck. They all got stuck in the hospital because they thought somebody had smallpox, and Wilson had to get this little girl through her cancer treatment, but she wouldn't do it because he didn't have Lammy. And they tried to lie to her, and then Wilson's then girlfriend and also ex-wife tried to lie to her and get her to... Anyway, I don't remember how they resolve it. I'm pretty sure that she just is like, hey, we need you. It's bizarre. She's just like, hey, sorry for lying to you. We just really need you to do this for us. And then, very unlike a 5-year-old, the 5-year-old is like, you know what? Thanks for being so forthwith and honest. And now that you're honest, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, House is nuts. House is nuts. He's a doctor. And every single time that somebody rolls in and they're like, hey, the House, this guy's suffering from rat bites. Everybody's like, what should we do? Should we maybe kill all the rats in his house? House is like, no, give him more rat bites. It's really too bad Wormy's not on. Wormy loves House. We've been watching it. Oh yeah, you joined perfectly. It's House time. Leaf Beef and I were talking about House because this little girl also has a stuffed animal named Lammy. Can you believe that? Give him more rat bites. Medical malpractice, the show. It's crazy. It's medical malpractice and drama and high key some amount of light yaoi, I think. It's crazy. Like, because of the way that Wormy characterizes and describes Wilson and House, I feel like I'm watching like Batman and Superman every time I'm watching that show. And then I guess Cuddy would make a good Wonder Woman. Love when House goes to jail and commits both crimes and medical malpractice. Yeah, and Lin-Manuel Miranda is there for some reason, and he raps. He raps with House. What is wrong with this show? It's crazy. And I hear I've been locked in basically since I heard there was an episode with the lead singer of Fall Out Boy, and so we're just spoilers. Sorry. Spoilers for the 20-year-old. How old is this show? It's like 2009, right? Spoilers for House MD, by the way. Sorry. I forgot he raps. See? We're just reminding people, that's all. I wonder if anyone raps in this game. Yeah, we met earlier.
That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
That's sweet. What's up with the stuffed bird?
It's a grouse.
Oh, that's adorable.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you replace the broken skewer you almost certainly broke.
Yeah, but like, it would be... I can't just steal it. Can I have... I mean, I can't ask a 5-year-old for this. This isn't hers to give away. What's it for?
I don't know.
Yeah, what kind of answer would I expect? Oh, no. I wonder what it would be like if... You know, Harry is not dissimilar from House, to be honest. It's just like House if he was way worse. That's what makes... So we have like 2 seasons left to finish House. And Wormy, this is like watch a billion or whatever for Wormy, but this is my first watch. I've only just gotten on the House train in the last year, okay? And I just don't understand how this story can end happily. The happiest story I can imagine is like him dying in a rainy gutter. You know what I mean? Alone. Like, it's just so bleak. Harse, Hoary. They basically got the same name. And Kim is like Wilson. Wow. Wait, what the hell? This game is literally just House. And then, what's the lady that teaches us about the world? You really like her, Wormy. She's always talking about disco, baby. I don't remember her name, but she could be Cuddy, I guess. Joyce. Yeah, Joyce. She could be Cuddy. Can I have it? Can I have this grouse?
Sure. Just go and get it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
I should go talk to Lillian. He is adorable. It feels like they wrote such a good 5-year-old there. And stealing from someone's house. I'm not comfortable stealing. I'm gonna go talk to Lillian and say, hey, do you what's up with that grouse, man? Like, do you need that grouse? And if there's no option, then yeah, maybe I just steal it.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
I crashed my car over there.
Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
That's so complicated, Wormy. Lillian is so... I don't want to talk about it. Why? We were just like gushing about how cool Lillian is because she is. But also She's hard to describe. I'm surprised that all of the women that we've met so far, this is one of the ones that electrochemistry is like, go, do it now. Pride says I can't say shit like mommy. Okay, you could say mother. Is that better? She has a sword, you know. Yeah, I'm aware. She doesn't stop talking about it. It's a pretty cool sword. Wait, I wonder if that was a metaphor. Did she peg? Did she peg her husband? That didn't cross my mind until you just mentioned it right now. I got drunk and apparently drove it into the sea.
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
Are you suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage?
Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all.
She's so funny, too. Mother? Sorry? Mother? Sorry? Why? And, like, the fish hook earrings are nuts. It's crazy. Maybe I should.
Quite odd. Our things are part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans.
Splatoon coded? Wait, what was Splatoon coded? Do we have a... Oh, the fish hook earrings. Yes. I mean, you could Splatoon the whole of her even. She's got all this yellow. This is a Splatoon person made into a human, yeah. I'm in. Organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. You won't even be able to get it out.
You can Splatoon her whole.
And where are you gonna bury
no.
it? Who to invite? What music to
Any
play?
others? Any other Splatoon based puns we got lined up? Squid? I don't know. The net picker. She seems surprisingly down to earth, but I feel like I'm really gonna piss her off if I try to get a signature, and I don't want to do that.
Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
Holy cow.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
Let's focus on the things we can actually do, right?
Absolutely. Things like what, for example?
Good point. Okay, yeah. I get the sense I might really ruin my chances at dating her if I steal that grouse. And frankly, I don't care as much about Gart as I do about her. Does she have 3 kids? I guess I thought she only had 2. Hey, what's up, kids?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
Oh my gosh, you are very little. I already said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders.
Like a Charlie Brown character.
The other one laughs as well. Maybe there's some kind of reason why they're laughing. An interesting reason, somehow tied to the case.
Yeah, you're probably right, Inland Empire. What are you laughing about?
The boy stops laughing and looks at his toes.
Oh. Maybe I won't get the joke.
Oh, okay. So now he's shy. Now he's not talking. Just wobbling around like he's afraid of something.
Chill out, Half-Life. These are kids. We're not gonna interrogate them or hurt them. children are what a cruel thing to say. You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
Oh no.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
You're bad with kids.
And what are you, Kid Master General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
Okay, fair enough. Is Lily your sister?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Incredible. Incredibly well written kids. They really are like that. Such a stark contrast between them and Kuno, isn't it? I guess they're probably not doing speed or whatever. The rear tire of a motor carriage adorns these reeds. This wouldn't be my rear tire. Oh, relax, it's not yours. You didn't crash every MC in Revachol, hopefully. They just know everything I'm gonna think before I think it, huh? You should come back here when it snows. Strange feeling. It passes quickly. Huh. Ooh, cash. I didn't think this game would have like planned weather too. That's crazy. A school of fish huddle around the fence post, then scatter into the dark. I love the snow. The drawbridge, yeah. Oh, this must be the church. Ooh, one of those rock tiles things. Hey man, I like your rocks. What's
A
up?
shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
What's up?
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing.
Kim's not wearing a hat.
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
I think you're wrong, electrochemistry. What a way to start a conversation. It's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
I do have a hat.
You don't have to do anything.
I should and I do. Yeah, look at my hat.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Now that that's all cleared up, I have some questions
Sorry,
for you.
man. My mind was elsewhere. Shoot.
What's your name?
Estelle.
That's a cool name.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
And your surname?
Why?
Why indeed. Forget it.
Okay.
What's your device?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
What are you trying to record? The sound of the rock? And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's a contact mic?
Okay.
Oh, that's definitely not what I meant to click. Whoops. What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And you're recording
I think
what?
I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
This seems sort of fruitless, Estelle. What happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Everything checks out, sire.
Okay, if drama refers to me as sire all the time, I may be focusing on drama next round. What are these recordings for?
The musicians in the Elysium used them for making music.
Oh.
They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Yeah. Folly work.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
Okay.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device. The thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy.
That's so sad.
She feels childish. Very useless all of a sudden.
I think I must have gone through something like this before. I remember there was this type of, like, guitar toy. I think they called them, like, paper tones or paper something. And I really wanted to get into guitar, but guitars were expensive, so I kept trying to get my angel mama to get us this little guitar toy thing. Until I realized that, like, they automatically, like, played. Like, you wouldn't be learning guitar if you tried to play one of these. And I guess I felt similarly. You really like her and her gaggle of NPCs. Yeah, she seems lost, you know? I don't think that... Maybe she's a drug user. I guess I didn't really think so. I didn't want to hear it. And I think electrochemistry might be wrong here. But she just seems lost and idle.
The sharp drop in endorphins is almost visible. Like a warm blanket has fallen off her shoulders. The wave of chill. The quivering jaw. Indications of a drug high.
Oh, for real? I guess I didn't want to believe it was real.
She is on some kind of stimulant, amphetamine or methadone, and its effects are wearing off fast. She will begin to experience more and more valleys now, and fewer peaks.
Oh, God. I'm pretty sure we have some meth. A pathetic amount of meth, as I recall. You just did this whole area on stream a few days ago. It's your favorite section of the game. Whoa. Do you think you could, like, spoiler free, like, what do you like about it? So far, there's been a lot of cool NPCs. I feel like maybe the best stretch of NPCs so far. Outside of the ones that we've met here, Joyce is pretty fun, and I really, really like Manana. Manana is awesome. I like his voice acting. I like everything he has to say.
Take this, your code.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
I'm sorry about the fuck. Whoa, something radical you can get Kim to do at the church? Ooh, that's exciting. Manana's 10 out of 10. Yeah, for real. I haven't gone to the church. The first hour, we basically spent 40 minutes talking about food. I actually remember Wormy when we, like, struggled to start that fire together. I told stories about that. And then after that, I guess we met Lillian, and we looked over our badge, and that's pretty much it. We've just been chatting with folks. I'm sorry about the fuck. I remember being young enough to being afraid to swear in front of a police officer.
It's okay.
Y'all ever see police officers at, like, cons? I always have to resist the urge to go up to them and go like, hey, I really like your cosplay, man. I'm, like, really, really earnest. That's, like, a superpower of mine, right? Like, I can convince anyone that I'm not lying. The other day, I was playing... What was I playing? I was playing cornhole with folks. I mean, it's a regional thing, I guess, but it's a simple lawn game, you know? Everybody knows cornhole. And so somebody asks me, like, oh, do you know cornhole? And I'm like, no. I give my most earnest no. Because in my head, I think it's funny, right? It's like, it's a joke. Who doesn't know cornhole? And he starts explaining the rules. And I gotta go, sorry, man, I was just fucking around. I know what cornhole is. And he goes, oh, I was really convinced. Anyway, I'm convinced I could go up to a cop and earnestly convince them that I thought that they had a cosplay on. I think I could do it. I think I could pull it off. But what would I gain? You know what I mean? Why? Just the rush? What's my problem? Anyway, now this is where that would come in handy. You said it's supposed to be a music place. What is?
That?
The
boys
church.
think it could be a place, like the
Bro.
Palaceum or something.
Are we gonna go to a rave with
It's
Kim?
really not going to be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
The boys?
Yeah, Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
Now this is where a hat would come in handy.
Yeah, maybe you were right about the hat.
I like my hat. I don't think I have a better hat, but like, let's offer it. Whatever. What could happen?
Thanks. Go ahead.
Whoa. We can maybe get this.
The device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
Yo, this is kind of an insane thing to say. I'm sorry you have to sit here on the ice with the drugs wearing off. At your age, or at any age, in this weather, waiting for it to get dark.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
I'm gonna get this girl to cry for no reason. The people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It is easier to live in their future with this by your side.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
It's not a childish fantasy. It could be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
The dark. Nothing if you got this. Don't be scared.
Okay, I'll stick to it.
Something changes between you two. She looks at you differently now. As
Wow.
an equal.
I just had a
So you wanna be.
I just had a whole like, oh Captain, my Captain moment within like 10 seconds.
So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
There's nothing eating me.
Come on, I can tell. But okay, be a boyadero about it if you want to.
Boyadera. I guess there is something that's been making my life hell. That car back there, do you think you can park it somewhere else?
What is it?
Oh my god. Okay, like, I guess we've been trying to do a neutral cop run, so I don't know. I guess that's what I'll do. Number 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one understands that sometimes you gotta make sacrifices for the sake of progress. It's all very distressing. All terrible options to say to a teenage girl. Yeah. All of them are kind of a wild thing to say to an impressionable populace. Impressionable populace?
So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress?
Nah, that's probably not it, is it?
No, it sounds like you just got chick issues.
Wow, astute. Yeah. You know what Lillian likes?
Well, think about... Anyway, was there something else?
Tell me more about this music place, man.
It's supposed to become, like, a club for anodic dance music. Like
Anodic?
that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum.
Anodic. What does that mean? It refers to a positive electrode, the anode. I guess it has something to do with the actual way they're producing the music. It's crazy, man. The way we can make music nowadays. Like, what the hell? Like, what, like 40 years ago, people were doing it like this? Like, literally on tape decks and in these massive studios that just were playing tapes? Maybe it was longer than that. More than 40 years now. But, like, the fact that it's all digital, anybody can make music now, you know? Just boot up Just boot up Mario Paint and start going crazy, dude. I say that, and I haven't made any music myself, but I've always thought that I first have to get into poetry and start writing poetry, because all of my favorite artists, they got into music by writing poetry and turning their poems into songs, you know? So, how can I write music without having any poetry under my belt?
Except that, yeah.
She looks at the old wooden church up on the poles. As a mean wind comes bellowing in, the 6-story structure lets out a doleful shriek.
The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking, like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there is a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice.
The smallest creatures.
There will never be a club for anodic music here.
Brutal.
Not in a million years.
What is anodic dance music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
It's electronic music. Like what?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
Yeah, electric guitars don't count, do they? I don't know why that is. I think they ought to.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like, if it ever comes.
That is what electronic music sounds like, isn't it? So you want to turn the church into a club?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it.
Somebody's living there.
Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
Why do you ask?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
We'll see. I prefer to remain non-committal.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
Enough about the church. I had another question.
Go ahead.
Actually, that's it.
Okay, bye.
What a wild
What's
interaction.
this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
That's because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, huh?
It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin, but something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the
Oh my
world
god.
of conscience.
Awesome. Okay, where is the kingdom of conscience? And do I have to kill the king? Oh, I'm becoming a citizen.
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you bring about those circumstances?
Incrementally. Yawn. You'd get there faster with a little speed. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly.
Interesting.
That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
Interesting. What a take on history. It really comes down from that same place of believing that, like, you know, there's like a linear progression in things, I guess. But, well. Okay, but what's the kingdom of conscience actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe. Partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
What does that even mean at that point? I adore the way this game addresses politics and history. It's so good. Yeah, it's fascinating. Like the whole game is practically a parody of a parallel version of ourselves, you know? And I I've talked about it with Wormy. I think if nothing else, the game is asking you to be very reflective about what you think about the world. It's so scathingly critical of everything. I don't think I don't think it's very nice to anyone's philosophies, although of course some of them in here are a lot easier to be not nice to, I guess, if that makes sense. But nonetheless, it feels fascinating. I don't think any game has gotten me to seriously think about our position in the world as much as this one. No other game has made me laugh as much while being this uncomfortable in like it just pokes and prods you, you know? It's not enough to walk away. But it is enough to, you know, keep asking yourself like what is it trying to tell me, I guess. How do I fit into this? What do I think about it? I find it distinctly Eastern European. That's also pretty true, I think. It seems very Eastern European. It's peak, honestly. It's really, really fantastic. It is. Um, I I think you could only do this in a game, the way that this is done. That I guess you could maybe do it in a TTRPG, you know, but that's different and part of the reason why this was once a TTRPG, right? I guess, you know, we may as well pick something, and this one seems the most reasonable, right? Sure.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
All right, then let's get there eventually.
That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
Cool. We're still thinking about the Col de Mamadaqua. But we have some slots, I think. Or I guess we can unlock a slot. Let's do that. Let's think about that. I don't know how this game can blend uncomfortable political talk with its specific type of humor so easily. It's impressive. I don't know how they managed to not feel excessively teenagery. Because I think about, like, who else gets away with being this sardonic, this above it all, and this, I don't know about idealistic, but this, like, sarcastic, and it's, like, just teenagers, basically? And yeah, they get away with it, but you also feel like nothing they say is genuine. Whereas this game, perhaps because of the fact that it's saying all these things in between examples of what feel like real life lived experiences in this system, then it kind of gets a buy, you know? Although I bet there are plenty of people that see this and think it's kind of shoved up its own head, it's got its head shoved up its own ass and think it's sarcastic or overly haughty, you know? But not for me. I don't think it's just it's too real, it's too funny to feel that way, at least to me. I think the other fantastic thing, this was not written in English originally, you know? This was originally written in a different language, right? I think. Let me double check that. What language is Disco Elysium written in originally? Oh, okay. No, never mind. It was originally written in English, but the development team was all Estonian. Wow, okay. Wow, that makes sense. Never mind then. It's still a very impressive and well-written game. But you think the book was translated? Okay. Have you read the book? Wormy, how about you? Has anyone read the book in chat? I could see myself like poking around in this world. Like, it's fascinating. You want to read it so bad? I hope you get it soon.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The
Pile
flap
of
is
stuff.
open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
What a haircut, man. It's crazy that we're getting
Safe to
invited in.
assume This is their leader, or at least he thinks he is.
Let's squeeze in.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
Actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
Come on. What makes them delinquents, Kim?
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Just because you don't think you're a delinquent. Man, we're all delinquents. Whoa. I'm illiterate, but I don't remember if the book was tied up in the corporate IP drama. Yeah, I've heard about that junk. It's a bummer. It's got that Lisa Simpson haircut, so real. Bro, wait, this is actually kind of fire. Canisters filled with what appears to be water. The label says distilled. A speaker, the big kind they use for live music. Pile of nasal sprays. Brand name Nosafed Ultra. This is a jam.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Welshi tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says,
He's got hair, right? Why is he called Egghead?
as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secret.
Hardcore!
Is it?
It's hardcore!
You're just gonna keep saying hardcore, aren't you?
Skibberdy, skibber danger. I am the rearranger.
Okay.
Hot training did not prepare you for this. What to do?
He's clearly casting some sort of spell, so you need to prepare yourself with a counter spell. Low-key, not insignificant part of why I like these dudes is that they like New Wave. Yeah, I was gonna say, this sounds sort of familiar.
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
New task, solve the egghead puzzle? You're kidding me.
Go speak to Andre.
Wow.
I'm just annoyed.
I'm just annoyed. What if I want to speak to you first?
I suck at socialising, man. If you go speak to Andre, I'll have time to tune in, get a reading on your sign.
Maybe you should just stand there, watch him rattle his toolbox, get to know his sign.
That seems rude but funny. I'll just watch you.
The contents of the young man's toolbox are organized.
This portrait
in a
is crazy, man.
eclectic manner. He is constantly checking out the various tools and parts and rearranging them slightly.
This is what it's like at... Who did we see live? This is what it's like at, I'm thinking Memento Mori, but that's the name of the tour. This is what it's like at a Depeche Mode concert.
It's a bit hypnotizing if you look at it long enough.
I have all kinds of screws.
Not.
They'll come in handy for fixing the church exterior.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to Andre. No point in standing here. The signs are really out of tune.
Demo D. Oh, D-mode.
You see a youngish man bleaching
polka
the tips of
dots.
his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Dude. You look like a rock star, man.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
He's so nice, though. I guess I'll shake his
His
hand.
grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
That's kind of cool, kind of sweet.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
He looks like I ate his last Oreo or something.
An egghead. Egg!
Wow. He has hair in his model, right? I'm not crazy. I don't know why he's bald here. He's got hair right there.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Andre's portrait always reminds me of the youngest brother from Malcolm in the Middle. Well, now we gotta go look him up. Youngest brother, Malcolm in the Middle. He reminds me of Billy Joe Armstrong. Damn, okay, I could see it. Like 4 or 5 years later. But also, like, didn't Billy Joe do something like this to his hair? Nobody calls him that, though. You know, B.J. Armstrong, the guy, the guy from Green Day. Mikey? Yeah, I mean, you take like the average in between this photo, and that's basically him. Noid looks like if there was a dark and evil version of David Bowie. I was gonna mention it before, but I thought Wormy might chew me out because they'd be like, well, Bowie wasn't new wave. So I didn't mention it, but you're totally right. And then this guy, on the other hand, I don't know. I feel like I've seen pictures of new wave folks that frankly look like this. Especially with the great big collar and... Oh, man. Oh, new wave music. I've only just really got... Honestly, it's something that I've, like, been on the outskirts of, but haven't really listened to that much. Have you ever heard of Rainbow Rowell, the author? She wrote this book called Eleanor and Park. And it's this really cute little... I chew you out because Bowie already rode the dark and evil version of Bowie. Well, so Eleanor and Park, right? It's basically just like a rom-com. No, it's not a comedy though. It's like a romance coming of age teen young YA novel. And it takes place in the 80s, and the both of them are connected by their love of music. Eleanor likes mostly new wave music, and Park mostly likes punk music, but they end up sharing that. And anyway, it's just absolutely soaked in it, in music. But I liked the punk stuff a lot more than I liked new wave, so I knew a lot of names of new wave bands, and I've listened to a little bit of it. You know, a little bit of Joy Division, a little bit of, I guess, Talking Heads new wave? But mostly I listen to a lot of punk music because of it. A lot of Dead Kennedys and Black Flag. Duran Duran. I know the hits from Duran Duran, but I don't know all of their deep cuts. But so it's stuff that I want to go listen to, especially Talking Heads. Talking Heads is fantastic from what I've listened to of it. Same as it ever was. Anyway, Talking Heads is. Yeah, I thought so. And then, I mean, you've shown me plenty of D-Mode. I guess I would say that Depeche Mode is probably the band I've listened to the most in terms of new wave. But anyway, how many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
Many in the pipeline. Nice. Why are you here?
We've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Honestly, for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
That makes sense.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to us. He has authority issues.
He's being so polite. You know, I feel like Andre could genuinely make it with a personality like this. Was there something you wanted? Your friend Assel said there was a problem with the church.
Oh, so you've met her. Good, good.
He's not as glad as he would like you to think. There is concern in his voice.
Because she's high. I don't know if the distinctly post-punk bands would irk you or not. Because they're foundationally against the punk you like. But I can play used car salesman. But are they, like, lyrically opposed? Like, it's still a lot of... Well, I don't know. I think you'd like how they're harder and weird. Yeah, I probably would. I don't know. There's plenty of, like, punk music that's making fun of the old 60s and 70s rock. And it doesn't matter to me. I still like the 60s and 70s rock. Like Elvis.
Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
Are you saying there's a bunch of drug addicts?
an attempt to pander to your perceived conservative sensibilities. No person his age would ever use a word like narcomania with a straight face. Don't fall for it.
Enough histrionics. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Uh-huh.
Dopeheads!
Doll pets.
Burnouts!
These are really like his little panic and chaos or whatever. I think if you realize they're making fun of Sex Pistols, and it wouldn't offend you. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I feel like, I mean, I like punk bands a lot, but they're worth making fun of. Yeah, exactly. You gotta, if you truly love something, you're gonna enjoy making fun of it because you're gonna understand all of its silliness, you know. I totally agree with Leaf Beef here on that. I feel like, especially in punk, because punk is so idealistic. Like, I feel like punk is like the genre of like, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Like, they're so critical of everyone. Like, eventually you have to turn that on yourself and go, well, you know what? Maybe we're not the most punk either. Jello Biafra selling your fucking rights. It's silly, and I think punk in particular is one that it's like, yeah, don't look at it too closely because, you know, everything falls apart under scrutiny. Dead Kennedy's becoming the villain's core. Exactly. You get exactly what I'm getting at. And never mind like punk becoming pop punk, and like I still enjoy all of it, you know, even though there is some hilarity to it. Don't remind me. Oh no. I saw him say some shit in an article that was like, yeah, I mean, it's actually good that punk isn't around anymore. Like, punk doesn't have a place anymore. And I was like, are you shitting me, man? Could you imagine a little hole in your wall 40 years ago letting you see yourself say that? Your past self would kill you. Are you kidding me? But yeah, you know what? We don't have to dwell on it any longer. Music is great. I love music. I love talking about music. I love music history. It's
I'm sad
the
to
best.
say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that. In Revachol.
I really feel like he might be been able to do it. It's the world. I love this guy.
Sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burners really are.
I feel like you may be laying us on a little thick. What's so bad about some dopeheads and burnouts?
They're spooky.
Okay. What exactly do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
I feel like I'm watching an episode of Scooby-Doo.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
Okay, that's a little bit more of a practical reason to get authorities involved.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Yeah, that's real.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
You know, what's another side quest in a game about side quests, right? Yeah, I'll look into it. Tell me more.
All right, man.
Help ravers start a nightclub. I didn't really think of it that way, but sure.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
Good job, boys. We're gonna use the cops to make a new dance club. What's the status of the church? I haven't been inside.
I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. A padlock. It's a temporary fix. Just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in a hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
He just looks like he's ready to murder someone. What about the key?
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
The speed freak dips into his belt pack and produces a yellow key. He then makes a sudden, cool-infused move, tossing it in your general direction. Am I gonna up my reaction speed just so I don't beef this? Let it fall to the ground, then pick it up like a normal adult person. No, I have too much pride. How many points do we have? Damn, just the one. But like, we can never redo this. It's do or die right now. We know what we must do. I'm gonna be really sad if we beef this.
It's as if time is frozen somehow. You think you can sense the key moving in the air. Yeah, this is going to be way cool.
Oh no. Don't ruin the cool by overdoing it. Raise your hand in front of your face with minimum effort.
Blam! Straight in the eye. Straight in the old eyeball. In the looking ball.
Oh no.
A stabbing pain. Tears stream uncontrollably from your right eye.
Oh, I don't want to cuss him out.
Man, I'm super sorry. That was totally my bad. I got overexcited. Filmed too hard. I'm sorry.
Forget the physical damage. I feel like the psychological damage here is so much worse.
He looks like he's genuinely sorry. He didn't throw them better.
Oh, no. I don't want to say this. Oh, Harry.
I really am sorry, man. Just take this, okay?
Wow, looks like there's quite a lot there.
Oh my god. I am not gonna take a bunch of money from this teenager. I can't abide by that. No, you threw your tantrum. That's all you get, Harry.
The key?
He is shifting in his spot, uncomfortably, still feeling sorry.
It's okay, Noid. I'm sorry that Harry's such a dick.
We were talking about the padlock, I think.
How long have those people been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
A week locked in a building? How can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
85% is not good enough, but I'm not gonna tell that to a high teenager. No one lives forever, baby.
That's exactly what we thought.
Yeah,
The Cage of the Rage! Rough Blaze!
that's a spell he's casting.
Egg means the situation is monitored. It's relatively safe. No one has died yet.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Okay, who exactly are these people inside the church?
Is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
Keyword is died yet. Yeah, you just let me in there. We can fix that real quick. We actually don't have a kill count in this game yet. Although we did manage to kick a fascist in the face. That was pretty good. You haven't even seen them and you want the police involved?
Well, there's also the machinery.
Ah, yes. The machinery.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned.
Uh-huh.
Empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
Machines.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Huh.
Andre, tell him about the feeling. Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark. No, the other one. Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Why is Egg in tune with Andre's emotions?
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
For this man, even regular silence is awful enough. But that was something greater.
Ooh, spooky shit. Were they doing cult shit? But it also kind of sounds like wires into water. Like, that's how you make rudimentary batteries. But of course the water has to be really heavily ionized or whatever. You haven't physically seen anyone?
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church a couple of times, and we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kind of it.
What was that about something watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
Uh-huh.
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
Oh, sure, yeah. Like the Crabman of New York City. I've seen him around.
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
Why would crab be what you think and not spider?
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Ambush behavior. Crabman, yeah.
Crab man! Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. A cell was alone that time. But I believe
Wall crabs,
if
we've
she
seen
comes
them.
out running,
Everyone's
says there's
been
a
there.
crab in there,
Maybe
there's
they
a
don't
crab
have
there.
spiders. Yeah, good point. I guess we don't have any proof yet that Revachol has spiders, so... This is my favorite part about Wormy, by the way. I really like Magic the Gathering a lot, and Wormy will just posit things about worlds of any kind, and Magic the Gathering worlds in particular, that we have no proof of. Like, in Theros, for example, they would ask me all about Theros, and they were like, so does Theros have a moon? Like something that I would never get asked as a DM or as a fan of Theros. And then that causes me to go do a bunch of research. And then I find out, actually, Theros had no mention of any moons in the entire first 3 sets. And now I'm like losing my mind. Like maybe there was no moon. This could be a world blessed by a lack of spiders and cursed by an abundance of wall crabs. Exactly. You know, aren't spider crabs a thing? So maybe here they're just like regular crabs?
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
Carcinization? Wall crab possible?
Implications of this are too numerous to consider. Proceed with caution. Learn all you can before entering.
I believe in the wall crab future. So how does, if there is like a wall crab Spider-Man analogy, how does he get around? Because he doesn't have the blessing of web, you know? Is it really just sideways crawling up buildings? Can you tell me more about this machinery?
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
Okay.
With a small surge of PEA, alertness fills you, as if to say, this is a dark corner. Look behind it.
Wall crab. Jacked up to some snuff station?
It means like one of those rich boy private radio stations.
Ah.
Where you can listen to people getting killed on
Oh.
and jerk off to it. Sick shit.
Is that real?
Not that we would know anything about that. Noid just likes to relay stuff.
Okay, Andre.
We're getting derailed here. In short, you can tell to Noid about the machines. He'll tell you more.
So how can you be sure they're burnouts and dopeheads if you haven't seen any of them?
Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
Why not? Let's go with that.
If only I were smarter. I don't see a single thing wrong with that argument.
I'm 70% sure they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
What?
I know Noid has his signs, but what's the deal with Egghead over there?
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies.
What's a master of ceremonies?
You know, a host, a declaimer of slogans. He's a performer, gets the people going.
How do you communicate with him?
Well, he's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
Have you ever really talked to him?
Yeah, sometimes. When I stumble and find my way into his center, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
Oh my god. I think there was a point in my life where I was a little bit like Egghead.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself.
You mentioned some kind of ecclesiastices own the church. Who are they?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
What do you mean by meteor and
You know, of Meteo, concerning Meteo.
Meteo?
Meteo, a country on Muindi, on the Muindi Isla.
And what is the founding party?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organization.
You know, I think that's one of the other things too that this game kind of reveals how little everyone knows about the world that they're in, us included, I think. It's also like fascinating how much you can learn about the world when you just approach it as this completely clueless, lost person. Are real in the game? Oh, we were talking about wall crabs. Wall crabs in game? Possible. IRL? Unfortunately real. Are we talking about spider crabs or wall crabs? Or wall crabs aren't real for real, right? I hope not. No, snuff stations. Oh. Oh, no, that sucks. Humans are so dark. That's significantly worse. Yeah, I'd take wall crabs over that. Sorry, I wish it was wall crabs instead. Humans should invent wall crabs if they don't exist already. And
they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the innocentic system. No?
I didn't realize that. They sound exactly like the kind of people who would love loud, anotic music in their church.
You're right, they do. The Pericarnassian church is about love. Anotic music is about love. I got love for my Pericarnassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance.
Oh my god.
Love is hardcore.
Love is hardcore. I can get behind that, I guess.
Unity. Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
Okay, we can nod our head, I guess.
Feels good.
Good.
He seems ecstatic that you share his vision of Pericarnassianism.
Uh-huh. He seems to be ecstatic about everything.
Do it for the crew. I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start.
You really want me to do a little dance for you right now?
I feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if they get this club going. You've got it in you.
Okay, how about this tent full of equipment? How did you do this?
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scattered the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even is running water.
Yo, wait, are you like a little rich kid? It's distilled, too.
Oh. It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
Oh. Digging into my biology mind bank, and the closest species I can find is Kani maranjandu, which is a crab that climbs trees and looks kind of spider-ish. Not nearly as scary as the coconut crab, which also climbs trees. Yo, we're already like halfway there to wall crab. Here, let's look them up. Kani maranjandu. Wow. Especially with their like black shell, they look very spider-like. Ah, God! I just imagined one of these crawling on me, and it made my skin. It made my skin crawl. What about coconut crabs? Oh, they're huge. Wow, this thing is like a starter area enemy. It's like mud crabs. Carapace of yours is insane. I just can't believe, I really can't believe Adam Levine decided to send that. You're Adam Levine. You don't have to do that, man. That carapace is insane. Where's the weak spot? How am I supposed to do massive damage to this thing? There is no weak spot. Any other memes that we've got that are crab based? I don't think I've got any others. What's with all the Nosefed?
The what now?
The Nosefed Ultra.
Oh, the old Ultra. I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
Uh-huh. What if I call you out on it? You sound fine to me.
Yes, that's all Nosefed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosefed is the shit.
Okay, on to the next thing.
Yes. What?
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
My logic is 0. Let's try it anyway, right? I mean, 3% is infinitely more than 0%. Officer, the poppers are for my nitrogen deficiency. Crazy. Okay. Whoa, okay!
Let's take a look.
Oh my god, we got there! That's crazy! I mean, it was never in doubt. I got bad news for you, Andre. Things don't add up.
What things?
He senses something is wrong.
This isn't the makings of a club, it's a tent full of laboratory equipment. For manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Where is his friend? Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker. You have only one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
You have no headphones. Wouldn't a cell need her headphones to spin tape?
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
The Nosefed is here for its active ingredient.
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
The distilled water, the cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
Oh, damn. There is no need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
Preposterous?
I meant to say, not true.
So what are we gonna do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing. The optimal way to go about this would be indifference. It begins by you telling him you don't care about any of this.
Okay, I like this. I like that. Thank you very much, suggestion. Teenagers hate being told what they're doing is stupid and pointless. I don't really care. I just wanted to crack the case. Do what you want and I'll do what I want.
Really?
Really, really. I wanted to ask you about something else.
You wanted to just ask me about something else?
Do I yeah, I did. Or you could tell me the plan for the church really was. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I can't believe I didn't think I'd get this far. I didn't think we'd win that roll. Boy, am I glad that we figured that out though. Shit. I didn't think all of it added up, but I didn't think they were going to be making a drug lab. Jeez. Come on, man. I thought you were in it for the music. I thought you were really actually about it. A cell out there is really about it. Y'all are a bunch of fucking posers, man. I think I'll do this.
He thinks for a moment, then opens his mouth, but closes it again. Then finally raises his hands.
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not gonna turn the church into the wickedest club in East Revershoal.
Uh-huh.
Because we are! We totally are! We just gotta turn it into a speed lab first.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I recognize this plan. Yes. Now, what happens if you get stuck at the speed lab part of the plan? Foolproof plan. Yeah, perfectly flawless.
You know, to get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there. But the sign was way off, too. I couldn't feel the love at all. So, what now?
This is it. Judgment time.
Let's do it clean. Let's just make a club. I have to look into the spooker situation before I can decide what to do with you.
We can continue on an amiable path, right? No more misunderstandings, no more lies. As always, we'll...
Wow. That is an insane interaction we just had. I sure wish Kim had something to say about that. Let's like... Oh, we have so much more morale HP now. Oh, one of those stats, like, increases your HP, doesn't it? Is it composure that's giving me all that? Like, what's giving me so much morale? Oh, well. Can we talk to Estelle now?
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
Can't say. I gotta ask questions first.
Shoot.
Your associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab in the church. I'm guessing you knew of this plan?
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth. Which isn't much.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
Oh, Kim just knew.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine.
No.
I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
That's really quite funny and sweet. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. Oh. I don't care. I'm loco. I just wanted you to know that I know about the plan.
Okay, but I still regret it. I should have been able to control them. And I will in the future. I promise.
I mean, what would change?
May I ask? What did you tell them?
That I'm gonna decide after I've looked into the church situation.
Oh, right. That's wise. Take your time.
What is she doing hanging out with a bunch of posers like those guys, man? The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
No, please, tell me about the wall crabs. I need to know.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe.
Okay.
She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother. You know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Okay. Go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab. Down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent.
Were you high?
He stopped right before he got to the floor. Then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
That's the most realistic end to a ghost story I've ever heard.
Like a crab, you say?
What did this crab man look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
You were wrong. I do believe you.
Why?
Seems too ludicrous for a lie.
I guess so. Anyway, what else?
Health is endurance, morale is volition. Ah, okay. That explains why I have so much morale. I think our volition is really high. I like volition a lot, I guess, as a concept.
My associates. I haven't got much to say about them.
What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
How about you? Tell me about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
What does that mean? Maybe I'll ask you
I don't
later.
know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Well, because I'm a super cop, and I'm good at everything. You know, okay, I do want to explore this church, but there's one other thing I really want to do. And that's, I want to go find my boss and rub his big fat nose in it that we just found my badge. I just hope he doesn't ask where I found it. Oh, can we quick travel? We can. Let's do that. Hey, boss man. Have I got something to show you?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
I just want to... Can I not show... Maybe it's under... Got some questions for you. I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a revolutionary? Like a man down on his luck? I'm trying real hard here, man.
Oh, well, go solve your case then. That would count as trying hard.
He didn't answer your question.
He didn't. Now will you answer some questions for me?
No,
Why not?
cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things?
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
He's such a prick.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
Thanks, reaction speed. Okay, I'm doing this investigation, and it turns out he was shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Basically, yes.
Okay, well,
Why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
Who knows why we do the things we do? Somehow, bouncing those ideas off the man with sunglasses felt calming, like you've done it before.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Imagine dressing up in disguise to surprise your cop boyfriend, only to find out he has a serious brain trauma and has no idea who you are or why you look like that. And he has a new cop boyfriend. That's tough. That's so tough for Jean. No wonder he's pissed. He's such a pissy crybaby. But I love him. He's so fun. I wish we could rub his nose in it on the kind of the whole, like finding my badge thing, but maybe that'll come up later. And his new cop boyfriend is so much funnier than you are. Although he's less lively. Ooh. St. Brune, 1147. The baby girlification of Jean Vicmar. Baby girlification. Oh no.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock.
Let's just open it.
Drilled into the wood. The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
As you do, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial area. Its black halls and dusty machines.
Oh.
Then the feeling passes. A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum.
I just love language. I love that we can make a word like baby girlification. Like, that's incredible.
In the heart of the city.
Whoa. That is a hell of a mural. You should walk here, not run. This track, the vocals. The grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Dude, someone's doing crazy science in here. A portable Harman Waushi tape recorder. 2 decks of reel-to-reel tapes spinning on empty. Someone's siphoning electrical current from outside into this antenna. What the hell, dude? What's here? Oh, it's another one of these computers.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
The machine looks just like the one in the DCA.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
Let me just investigate.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
I just want to look. We're not going to touch. We're going to do museum rules.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater.
We're not going to do that. We were warned against doing. I shouldn't run. Jeez. Who is hanging out in here, man? It's not the cryptozoologists, is it? A spider has spun its web around this wood-carved pillar. Spider confirmation! Spider confirmation! We do have spiders. And spider webs, therefore. So that makes it even more confusing as to why she said crab. The Mesk Bangers Red Brutes. What do my shoes do right now? Composure and but we lose savoir-faire. I do like empathy, but our empathy's already like insane, so who cares? Wow, shocked. They answered our question. Yeah, I know. We lucked out within minutes. Really, it's almost like they were listening. They knew that all this wall crab nonsense was going to get us to think about spiders.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums, you can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yell as loud as you can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers. It's unnerving.
Stomp your feet and clap your hands. Like you're listening to the Lumineers.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
So it's like sound dampening? Is the environment being recorded and then like canceled out? Is that what's going on? If you use like sound canceling headphones, or I guess earbuds, they do something like this. What's happening, Kim?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then,
or is it the
leans
pail?
closer.
Like, you gotta remember that the pail is still out there, and that shit has no rules.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing, and it's beginning to worry to me.
The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
Oh, come on, dude.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is.
What if it's something paranormal?
Please, detective, not this again.
He's trying to act dismissive, but at this particular moment, he's more open than usual to the idea of paranatural phenomena.
Come on, Kim. We're in the middle of the silence zone.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Wow. I sure wish I had an extra level up point to put it into something right now. What if I don't want to know what's up there?
The silence, the darkness, they've enveloped you as in a cocoon. You cannot move anymore. Relax. It'll be okay.
Thank you, Volition. Watch me win the 3%er but lose the 42%er. Fuck! Lock in. Let's go! Let's go! What the hell's gonna happen?
It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
On the ceiling?
Yes. The darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away.
Follow the shadow's movements.
It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets
What the
closer.
fuck?
The shape
It's a
of an
crab man.
animal descends.
Officer, is there something up there?
Oh no, you've lost sight of it. Where did it go?
Bro, what the fuck? I guess we blink. What?
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes.
Tiago?
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
What? Crab Man is real.
Kingdom of
Oh,
Conscience.
whoops. I've interrupted our Crabman time for Kingdom of Conscience. Sorry, everyone.
The Kingdom of Conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change, not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of the coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer, no. God is in his heaven. Everything is normal on earth.
Wow. Okay. I would love to learn some kind of superstar next, but let's interact with our government mandated crabman. Every church has a crabman. If you haven't found yours, you're just not looking hard enough. Hey, what's up,
The
man?
shadow is a man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently.
What the fuck?
The crab man.
The crabman. Are you the crabman?
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
What the hell? The right place for what, man?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
Can you cure my alcoholism? And whatever my liver is doing to the rest of my body?
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks, and maybe the ceiling climbing too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
See, the problem is that I've already done enough drinking for multiple lifetimes electrochemistry. That's the trouble. Oh, hell no. I guess I have a bit of a problem, and it's been getting out of hand lately, but...
Está crudo, way. I see deep
Estás
inside.
crudo.
Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence, and you don't even know it.
Crudo means raw or uncooked, but I mean here he's just saying like you look like shit, basically. Great, more patronizing, so original. How do you know what I'm feeling?
I was like you once, just dragging my feet to the next bottle. Shit was dark, Holmes.
And now you can climb churches with incredible ease?
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Kim, how are you so relentlessly funny? It's unbelievable. Look, I'm not saying you should be a church climber, but as long as he's saying it.
If the lieutenant agrees, then maybe, just maybe, you should pay attention.
Thanks, Volition.
Look at these crazies. What is this? A floating dimension?
Tiago and Kim are intervening on me.
Fuck you, Crabman! You don't tell us what to do! Tell him!
I'm not wearing that fucking thing, am I? I thought I took it off. Hold up, what? For some reason, I feel like you have a point there.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
Dude, why are you so cool?
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
Are you the one doing all the science down here?
This Mother of Silence sounds like a serious player. You might want to be careful until you find out what you're dealing with.
I'm gonna ask you again, are you the crab man?
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
To be fair, it's really more like a spider.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
He's just like a man who's really good at climbing on rafters. You're like Batman, or Spider-Man, admittedly. What were you before you became a crab man?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
I lost my memory too, and it haunts me.
No, man. You gotta let that shit go. Then the mother's light touch will fill you with rapture.
Do you remember your name, sir?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information. He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation.
Kim, you gotta take your normal pants off, okay? We're all wearing our crazy pants right now because our associate here is hanging out in the rafters of an abandoned church.
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellas, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
Holy shit. Okay, so the crab man has experienced ego death, I guess? My name sets me apart from my fellows. How often do you meet a Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau? My name's Harry.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
Okay, great. What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration.
So there's a little bit of pale up there, is what I'm hearing?
I circled it, nurtured, by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Who is this mother of silence you keep talking about?
Oh, that's no simple question, Ese. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense.
She's the pale.
She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
Dude, what the hell?
His adoration is beyond sexual. This cavity is something that no human form has.
Cavity. Whack. And what happens when you get to drink that perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
I still don't understand what you're doing in this church.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
It doesn't really make sense for you to sing if she's the mother of silence.
I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart.
Okay.
You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound.
Okay, I'd be lying if I didn't think that was a fucking raw-ass line. I'd be lying if I sat here and pretended that was stupid, because I thought that was pretty cool. So how'd you find this church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was.
Okay, so I'm getting that this is like a person that's been hanging out in the Pale a lot, and whoever's operating the machinery, they're studying this guy. That's my guess.
Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, way. It didn't belong to me.
Are these your shoes lying around here?
I think they were. A long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
Bro, he's hanging Wang up there. Holy shit. And he's got his grippers holding onto these beams.
These shoes look pretty dapper, actually.
You sure you didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
I was being insensitive. Sorry, let's move on.
No worries, man. I know this shit takes time.
I had other
The
questions.
sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams,
Sinewy.
blending into the shadows.
Where have I heard that before? You've been here a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside? Right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
So what do you think about the nightclub?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go.
Hey, welcome to our cool new nightclub. This used to be a church. We renovated it. Please do mind the scary crab man that lives on the top of the church. Okay.
Might even be nice to have some company.
Really?
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Yeah, it sounds like it. The crabman is a bonus. $50 extra if you'd like to meet the crabman. Do you know where the other spooker is?
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
He said that little old lady is very studious. She like researches a lot. The crabman is a feature, not a bug. Not a bug, see, because it's a crab. Wait, so there is another person living in this church, and she's a viejita.
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes.
Okay.
She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
And you don't know where she is.
That's what I said, Holmes.
But just making sure. How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does? Who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
Okay then, thanks.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Bro, every time Wormy said capo type when they were talking about this game, I was convinced they were just joking, man. Capo type is real? Okay, what are capo types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Cool cop?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest.
Great.
Let's make it official then, shall we?
Did I apologize too many times?
Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
Won't the other capo types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual Copo type from sorry to anything.
Is he taking the piss or is that true? Fucking, they should be sorry.
Yes, yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. Let's wrap it up.
The moral of this game is never ever have behaviors. Fuck, man. This game is making fun of me for doing stuff. I'm sorry.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million.
That'd be nice. Okay, at first I thought perhaps the capo types, might have to do with, well, you know, it says officer profile incomplete over here. I guess I thought that's where the capo type would show up. So at first I thought the capo types would have to do with the 4 alignments that the game is kind of pushing you into, but it doesn't seem to. Like, how many capo types are there? Because it seems like if sorry is one of them, like there's got to be more. Oh, the cop info doesn't show until you read your ledger. Okay. Oh man, I really wish Crabman had more to say.
Oh, hey, wait. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
Incredible. Awesome. Okay, as much as I would love to keep talking to Crabman, or perhaps, I don't know, hit those ravers upside the head, I think we do have to call it here. We're gonna go find somebody to raid into, and then we're gonna say our goodbyes, and we should come up with something funny and strange to say to the person we're gonna raid into. Wouldn't that be cool? There's some other folks playing disco. I think there's like 6 or 7. Okay, that's a handful. Oh, look, another like PNG tuber playing disco. Let's raid into them. Their name is Mezzo Paggio, which Mezzo is a speed, isn't it? But Paggio, I don't know what that means. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, folks. I had a great time streaming. Y'all made it really entertaining. Be sure to check the corners of your walls for wall crabs. And go say hello to Mezzapazio and maybe ask some funny questions. I hope y'all make the most of the rest of your day, evening, morning, whatever it may be. Make sure to take your time, because heaven waits for you. Goodbye! Have a good one. Thanks for coming by. See ya. Say hello to Mezzapazio. Say something strange.
People come and they go. Some people may stay with you though. I am all alone tonight. I say